The story starts with a woman named Kate who wakes up in the morning and begins to cry as she remembers her wife, who recently died in a car accident. Kate is still heartbroken and can't get over the loss. Now, she lives alone on her farm. She owns many horses that she takes care of. Before her wife's death, Kate used to give horse riding lessons, but she stopped after the accident. Because of that, she has no income anymore, even though she needs money to keep the farm running. One day, while Kate is in her barn listening to an old voice recording of her wife, a repairman or dealer arrives. She had called him earlier. He asks why she called him, and she takes him outside to show the shed roof that is falling apart. Kate tells him she wants it fixed. The man says he can repair it, but it will cost $9,000. Kate is shocked because she doesn't have that much money, but she knows it must be repaired soon. Since she can't afford it, she decides to visit her ex-husband to ask for help. When she arrives, she meets his new wife and their young daughter. Kate asks her ex-husband for the money, but he refuses. He says, "I've already given you enough. If you need more, then sell the farm. It's useless to you now, and you'll have to live alone anyway." Kate becomes emotional and tells him, "I can't sell it. This farm means everything to me. My wife and I built it together. It's the last memory I have of her." Then, her ex-husband asks about their daughter, Claire. Kate says that Claire has changed a lot. She's spoiled, keeps bad company, and never stays home. Hearing this, her ex-husband blames her for being a bad mother. Even so, he finally gives her a check for $9,000 but warns, "Don't ever ask me for money again." When Kate returns home, she's surprised to see Claire waiting for her. She happily hugs her daughter and asks what brought her home. Claire says her phone battery is dead and asks to use Kate's iPad to check her messages. Kate gives it to her. When Claire opens her messages, she sees several texts from a drug dealer demanding his drugs back, which shows that Claire had stolen them from him. For a while, Kate and Claire spend some peaceful time together. But that night, Claire's friends suddenly came to the house. Claire becomes angry and yells, "Why did you come here?" Her friend says nervously, "We have to return what we stole, or that drug dealer will kill us. He's been threatening me." Kate overhears everything and is shocked. She demands to know what's going on, but Claire refuses to explain anything and storms out with her friend. Late that night, Kate hears strange noises and goes to check. She finds Claire returning home drunk and disoriented. Shocked and worried, Kate helps her to bed. The next morning, she takes her daughter to the beach, hoping to talk calmly. But Claire says she can't tell her anything about what's going on. Later that day, when Claire goes out again, the drug dealer suddenly shows up at the farm. He angrily demands, "Where is my stuff?" Claire gets scared and says she doesn't know. Just then, her friend appears, the same one who brought the dealer there. The man becomes violent and starts beating both of them. Kate rushes in and stops him. The dealer threatens Kate, saying that if the drugs aren't returned, he'll kill Claire. Kate bravely says she'll call the police, which scares him off for the moment, and he leaves. Kate takes Claire home and pleads with her to explain what's going on, but Claire refuses to say anything. That night, Claire's friend came back to visit. Kate tells her daughter to stay away from such bad company, but Claire snaps, "Mom, I love my friend. I can't leave him. I need $10,000, get it any way you can." Shocked, Kate locks herself in her room. Angry, Claire tries to break in and attack her, but she fails. Then she orders her friend to steal Kate's dog and threatens to kill it unless she gets the money. Terrified, Kate runs outside to save her dog. Claire attacks her mother, but her friend stops her and takes her away. Kate breaks down in tears over what her daughter has become. The next day, a friend comes to visit Kate. Kate tells her everything that has happened. Her friend comforts her and suggests she start giving horse riding lessons again to earn money. They spend the day working on the farm together and dancing happily at night, giving Kate a short break from her pain. The next morning, Kate wakes up to find her friend gone. She left a note saying she had to go home. That night, while Kate is alone, Claire suddenly returns, her clothes covered in blood. Shocked, Kate asks what happened. Crying, Claire says she had a fight with her friend and hit her with a stone, killing her. Kate is horrified. Claire begs her not to call the police. Kate asks where the body is, and Claire says it's in the car. When Kate checks, she completely breaks down. To protect her daughter, she decides to get rid of the body herself. She loads it into her car, drives to a nearby lake, smashes Claire's phone, and throws it into the water. Then she ties a heavy stone to the body and sinks it deep in the middle of the lake. When she gets home, Kate tells Claire to stay quiet and not say a word if anyone asks questions. Later, Claire worries that the body might float back to the surface after a few days. Kate tries to calm her down and says she'll take care of everything. To make sure Claire is safe, Kate meets the drug dealer and pays him the money he wanted, warning him to stay away from her daughter. Claire hugs her and says softly, "You're a good mother." The next morning, after going for a jog, Kate comes home and realizes Claire is gone. Panicking, she tracks her daughter's location using the iPad and is shocked to find that Claire is with her dead friend, who is actually alive. Kate is stunned, realizing she has no idea whose body she dumped in the lake. She searches Claire's messages to find out the truth, but doesn't discover anything helpful. The next day, she goes back to the lake to look for the body, but it's gone. As she's swimming far from the shore, a sheriff spots her and asks why she's swimming so deep. Kate forces a smile and says, "I just like to swim alone." Later, Kate calls her friend and tells her everything that has happened. Her friend feels sorry for her and invites her to come stay for a while. Kate agrees. That night, Kate gets a notification on her phone. The drug dealer is at her door. When she opens it, he threatens her. He says he knows whose body she buried and demands that she meet him the next day. The next morning, Kate meets him face to face. The drug dealer then reveals the truth. The man who bought drugs from Claire overdosed and died. Claire and her friend made up the entire story about killing someone just to make Kate panic and help them. They tricked her into paying them money and getting rid of the dead man's body. The dealer says Claire used her mother's love to control her. Then he demands even more money and warns that if she doesn't pay, he'll go to the police. Kate tries to call the police herself, but he grabs her phone and stops her. He decides to stay in her house until she gets the money. Kate tells him she can get it through her shed insurance. The next day, she shows him the insurance papers. The shed is covered for $100,000. But the dealer gets greedy and demands more. He asks if her horses are also insured, and when Kate says yes, he plans to kill them to collect even more insurance money. That day, a woman came to the farm for a riding lesson. The drug dealer pretends to be a caretaker and tells her to leave. Later, Kate orders hay and ties her horses inside the barn. That night, she quietly sets the barn on fire. The flames grow quickly, and the drug dealer panics and runs inside, but he can't escape. The next morning, firefighters and detectives arrive. They find a burned body inside the barn. It's the drug dealer. The detective questions Kate, accusing her of setting the fire and killing him, but she denies it. Soon, the evidence makes it look like the dealer was the one behind everything. It's then revealed that Kate and her friend had planned everything carefully. They had already found the hidden body from the lake, moved it into the barn, freed the horses before the fire, and then set the blaze to frame the dealer. Kate even made sure the woman who came earlier would remember seeing the man working there, so she could testify later. The plan works. The drug dealer is blamed for everything, and Kate is cleared. She rebuilds her barn using the insurance money and finally finds some peace after all the pain. A few days later, Claire comes home crying, full of guilt and shame. She apologizes to her mother and realizes how much Kate suffered and sacrificed for her.